Hello Sagittarius, I'm Melanie Florence and this is Hot Tea for the Soul. Today I'm doing a sweet hot tea. So this is about self-love. It really is about looking at the path and how we got here, how we can heal ourselves and apply ourselves to the world and our partnerships, but really how we can love ourselves better, right? Because then we can be better people, and sometimes we need to heal those traumas so we can let some of them go, but really work on self-love so we can be a loving being towards ourselves so that we can be a better being towards the world. So if you have Sagittarius Sun, Moon Rising, this might be the reading for you. If you don't tune in, please don't try to actually make this yours. It's about finding the right energies and the right readers for you. There's a lot of us out here. So this is from the Heart and Soul deck. The heart is the true seat of power, so just love everyone involved and all will unfold gracefully in its own time. An angel watches over you. Temperance is Sagittarius. An angel watches over you with patience, love and perseverance. All will work out fine. Be guided by the wisdom of your heart. All right, there's inner wheels that happen inside of our lives that you can see that are driven by love, Sagittarius. So that's a path to take, right? Find that inner love, finding that love inside of ourselves, right? All right, so let's give us a few more energies before we get to the greenwood. So thank you for being here. If this is your first time in watching my readings, they are very linked to the greenwood and the pagan Celtic lifestyles, I guess. And so we have new beginnings. You've got new beginnings in your heart. There's a dawn, a new moon. Your new moon, you set up your intentions and you're communicating yourself in a new way. And you can see the happiness. You can see the dawn coming. You can see the yes. There's some sort of luck in this. All right, there's a way for you. And you can see the window to that. This new beginning is on its way. All right, Sagittarius. Whoa. I'm going to turn that over so I can see. All right. Sit inside your heart. See the heart involved in everything. See the love everywhere, right? Be the change you want to see is always in there. So we're going to take something from the Witch's Garden, from the Green Witch Oracle, seeing we're in the season. All right, look at that, quite Sagittarius-y, very fiery. We have positivity. Positivity. So you're being a lot more positive about the way you're approaching the world, and positivity really feeds itself. If you do positive affirmation stuff, you will find yourself talking. Sometimes you'll even look at yourself and saying, brilliant, you know, wow, who are you, right? So there is something about positivity feeding itself. You know, your wishes, we've got a dream catcher on here, so we've got something about forwarding our dreams, really involving yourself in here. There's a new beginning, and it's a positive new beginning, and the sun is shining again in this card, right? So that's a yes energy if ever there is one. I'm going to take one from the Oracle of the Hidden Worlds. Let's see what we've got here. Something a little bit more mystic, right? All right. Jumping. What have we got down here? The Mountain Goddess. She's come up a couple of times recently. The Mountain Goddess. High vibration, mindfulness, the power of the mind, right, Sagittarius? It is positivity, your spirit, your passion, your intuition, your success. All right, is really tuning into this high vibration. You're being mindful about the world around you. You may really have tuned into that heart core, but really into that vibration, and the power of your mind, the power of your being is actually involved in this. So I'm going to pop him over there. All right, the Mountain Goddess. Her. All right, and what jumped out with that? We have the Light Priestess as well. So galactic wisdom. You might have been getting downloads. You might feel like you've been getting stuff and more information. There's a cosmic rituals, right? So you might be given rituals. You might feel that you've got positive progression because of this situation. All right, around the head of the dragon, around the cup. All right, so that's really positive. So we've got very positive High Priestess sort of vibes in here, and really working on your vibration and tuning into something that's positive here. You've got a new beginning in your heart. You've tapped into that heart soul center. And that is what this sort of reading is all about. All right, perfect. So let's see what the Greenwood has got to say. Whoa. This is how we got here. 5 cards for how we got here. So, cups. So, 4 of cups. No drama, llama. You can see that we're recycling our emotions in this card. It's the only card that does it. Pours out into this cup, recycles back up. And here we've got this beautiful peacock, and we've got this sort of bird, and we've got the deer, which is really thinking about your emotions, drinking in your emotions, recycling your emotions. No drama llama. It's actually a healing spot where you think about what's going on. So you might not have feel like you're passionately involved in something, but you're sitting back, and it really is. So you've stepped back to drench and sort of sit in your emotions and where you're at. Because you've been on a spiritual quest. So this is very Sagittarius energy, this card, right? So this is a fire element. This is, you're on a quest. This is to find divine stuff, right? To tune into that higher vibration, to tune into this priestess and this goddess, right? And so when we're searching for something spiritual, so quite often it's not about the heart. We put that on the side burner, all right? This is not settling down. This is outgoing. It's a bachelor card. And we're really spirited. So this has got the lighter energy about it. So it's really playful. There's a playful energy inside of this. It's really ferreting. You're really looking. You're really turning over rocks. You're really listening to your inspiration. Really tuning into that fiery energy. This could be a fire sign child or a fire sign younger man. But these are fiery energies, inspiration. You're not really involving yourself in your emotional life. You're involving yourself in your spiritual quest, right? And what you believe in. Right, and looking for what you believe in, and you're still turning those rocks over. All right, settle down. It's filthy to Sagittarius. So, we're reflecting on the past. All right, you're reflecting on the past, and we've nearly got every court card on the table except the king here. So this is a rebirth. This is a rebirth. Maybe you're reflecting on what that is. So we've got the queen of the fire in the house in here. You've got a lot of fire in here. This reflection, though, is a water card. It's the same sort of thing. This is a reflection sort of energy also, right? And so this is where we remove ourselves. We remove ourselves emotionally from the situation, and we're able to look at it a little bit more intellectually while we're in this transition, in this boat across the river. So it's moving away from something. It's a hangman, so it's sitting in a stasis. All right, but we've got a lot of fire energy around it. All right, a lot of fire energy around it. So this is passionate, faith-driven action. She actually puts everything into action. So she would take these two together. So this is very interesting because we've nearly got the whole fire family on the table in here. A lot of fire, a lot of passion, removing and stepping back from the emotions have been involved inside of this. Maybe looking at the players with love inside of this and positivity so you can reflect on it. Right, and these galactic wisdom, this download, it all goes that this is a spiritual quest, and we were saying that from the get-go, Sagittarius, right? So that's how you got here. Very empowered. What's the healing element? What's going to help Sagittarius to heal, to work with? What have you got around you? What are the healing things in your life? Where is this? Oh, rest your mind as well, right? So again, this is a healing card. 4's a healing, 7's a healing. They don't always look like it, but they are. This is resting your mind. So you've rested your emotions. Now you're resting your mind. So you might be very much tuning into your intuition, maybe doing meditations, but you're resting worries. You're not worried, right? You're not worried. And that's that's going to heal you, is to rest your mind, right? Trust your intuition. Trust your in-tune. Rest your mind. There they are. Okay. Oh, exploitation. Bad thing if it's happening to you, good thing if you're doing it for yourself, right? Exploiting yourself, making your honey, making your money. This is a reciprocation of energy. What the input in and the output is, like the bees are creating themselves a home environment, and there's an input of that, and there's honey on the side. This is gifts and presents. This can be an equal soulmate sort of relationship where both partners are putting in, but there's a reward. There's a reward from the efforts. There always is a reward in the 6. It's a bliss number, right? So we have traditions. So you could be independent. This 9 of Stones is often about your independent. It's about what your foundations are to get to who you are, about making your independence and making your stability. So you might be finding yourself making the money and really finding yourself. And so this could be that you're doing this through traditional means that are traditional to you, or you've worked your skills to get yourself in a position that you're sitting in this shamanic sort of spot in your actual finances, in your material world, right? It's really being stable as an individual. This is very stable as an individual. So you've been working on that foundation and laying those foundations and resting your mind, not worrying so much about it, really getting into actually getting the rewards from that. And the other card through over here is communicating in a new way. Aren't you speaking in new truth? There's a breath of life. We've breathed back in all this fire. We've got some air. You're breathing it. You're speaking it. You might find that you're communicating in a new way. You might be starting a new course. You might be signing contracts and putting contracts together. These are all of these things of the mind and of new beginnings of the mind and the air and communications, right? breathe. So you've rested your mind, but you've got a new way. You've got a new way of thinking. So all of this going back over your past and what this inspiration is, and this inspiration in here has led you to this solid spot that you're able to rest your mind and really put yourself to it. Put your nose to the grindstone. Put yourself to it and enjoy your labours. There's fruits from the labour inside of here. And you're able to communicate yourself. You're able to communicate your passions from this rebirth that you've gone through, right? Right, so you really have indulged in this, getting in this higher vibration, and that's where you are, and tuning into a higher vibration that is stable for you. That is your healing element. What have we got for how we're going to apply to the world? Let's give us a few cards for how we're going to apply to the world. Nice one. Ooh, look at that. This is wish fulfillment on an emotional level. This is generosity. This is community. This is working with your community around you, feeling the love, sharing the love, filling each other's cups, everybody's cups filling up, that retribution, wish fulfillment sort of stuff inside of the heart space. Really feeling the love from your community around you. That's how people, even though you're a bit of a hermit, so you're able to withdraw and look after yourself, and this has got that sort of monkish sort of thing where we take the light within. And we really heal ourselves, and there's a real healing spot in this because you have rested your mind, you have rested your emotions, you have been chasing your faith and looking back at your life and retrospectively looking at how it's come together. And so this is, taking this time to really to indulge in that strength. It's a very Virgo card. This is this sort of card in here, this transition in here. There's a generosity around you, but you don't feel like you need to be extrovert and out inside of it all for you to feel the love from it, right? There's a stability inside of it. Still chasing your own faith, but personal, and you're still looking after perhaps a child inside of here. Okay. This is the underworld. This is the guardian. And so this is asking you to have a look at the skeletons in your closet. This is asking you to brave all those things that you looked at here and say, is your foundation set? Is it everything set up? It's about a test of time, and can you bear to go through your underworld and deal with your deepest, darkest temptations and your deepest, darkest moments and dark night of the soul sort of stuff? So there is a generosity of heart around you. People are seeing that you may have struggled, but you are really trying to deal with your demons, your own personal demons inside of that energy. Going through your underworld, going through that journey of healing. Okay, so that's where people see you're at. So don't retract too far. People are there for you. People are there for you, which is great. There's a community around you inside of this. So, how are we dealing with our partnerships? If you're still here, thank you very much. I have a very small viewership. This is probably still for you in that case. So, we have partnerships, lightning energy. Things are going to change. This is breaking away from bullshit. You've got a new beginning. And we said that, and it's positive, and we know that it's positive, right? Lightning energy, it's how you use your power for good at an instant, and things are going to change, and they break through like that. Things can change, they can change in a heartbeat, things can move forward. This is breakthrough lightning energy. All right, so we ground out somewhere, and the limbs that are no longer good are going to be broken away. All right, but we ground that energy. Oh, and there's the other bear. So if you are going through some sort of court judgment, things are going to change very quickly because this is a very court judgment sort of card. And we see that there is no necessarily emotional attachment in this, and that tradition card could also be independence and trying to make this all work for you, could be also inside of this. All right, but this is a card of, again, not really worrying about the bear, worrying about your path. Here it is going through your underworld. Here it is going through some sort of judgment. Is that you judging you? Is that other people judging you? Is that the courts judging you? It could be one of those things. But the whole idea is to keep your eye on the prize, keep an eye on the facts, and really, this is about the bear that you feel that you need to live up to inside of it. Really keep your focus on where you're going so that you can actually see this bliss behind you. Now you can see the rainbows, you can see this flying reindeer. There's euphoria behind this judgment. And so whether you are casting a judgment on yourself that you need to break free from, whatever the circumstance is, you are going to break free from it. All the bullshit is just about to be laid bare. It's going to be laid bare. And that's how people see you. That's how people are seeing you interact with it all. So, what's the final self-love card? What have we got? Ooh, that came out easy. The moon. Okay, people see this as yes or no, black or white. I see this as a very incandescent, fertile space. It's shimmery, it's silver, it's black, it's white. It's got this incandescent light, right? It's a growth period. It's a dream period. It's redreaming yourself. It's taking the time. The sun shines after this. After this card, the sun shines. So you go through this period, and it might be emotional, and it might be pulling back and having to go through and really work out what this egg is. Because the egg appears here and the egg appears here, and they're the only two places that it appears in the deck. So this is a real connection with a spiritual place, but on an emotional level. You might be just sitting in, and there's a learning period inside of this. You don't have to know what you want to be, all the choices, all the time. Sometimes it's all right to sit back and dream. Don't be wishy-washy. This card can be wishy-washy. All right, but it goes with this emotions and this reflections and all of this stuff. So there is a loving energy that is bound in this, and it's positive. We know that it's positive because we've got that out already. You're connecting to your vibration. You're connecting to outer wisdom. You've been connecting to your spiritual world. You really have been applying yourself to the physical world. You're going through some deep challenges, and these deep challenges are going to make you break away, perhaps of judgments of yourself, perhaps of judgments of the other, but things are going to change. And then you can sit and dream on that for a little bit. You're allowed to dream a little bit, right? You don't have to have all the answers at once, particularly with all this breakthrough energy. You know you're making a change, and you know that it's for a positive good. Ooh, I'm going to draw a couple of cards from the elemental deck. And let's see what we've got for the last energy. Bushfire, fiery, fury. All right, so something's going on. See, we've got that energy. All right, so let's go to, let's see what we've got for Sagittarius to finish off this sweet hot tea. I do a partnership read when I get up to, I'm going to get back into all of them. I had a bit of a break. I was in lockdown, wasn't as inspirational. Had a little bit of a hermit phase myself. Got 3. Look at that. Passion. The soul, really getting to the soul. There's a transformation energy in this. You can see the butterflies in it. You can see that deep eye that you really are. And then we've got these waterfalls coming out, so the tears and the soul, but there's happiness inside of that. That growth, there's a line of trees inside of here. There's what about growth? What about balance? There's passion. There's passion in your soul, which was apparent in the beginning of all of this. We have the sun. I've got the moon again, just to double up on that validation that you have got. And we've got the sun, because they go one after the other. That's amazing. All right, so we've got darkness and light. There's a balance. There's a yin-yang. You're going to go through this period. This is a yes, if I ever got a yes in it, and it really is warming up your soul. So you might have gone through this dark night, but there is the sun is going to come out after it. So, and in this deck, they've got it reversed. So we've got the 6 and the 7. So we've got bliss inside of here and the heaven number. But in the traditional deck, we go the other way. So you will light up, Sagittarius. You are of fire. You are of soul. You are of spirit. You are of strength. Whatever this is that you are going through, you will make it. Dream a little. Don't put yourself under so much pressure for everything to happen straight away, right? Vibrate. Keep your vibration high. You are doing very well through challenging circumstances. All right, take time to connect to your soul and your balance of your yin-yang. Stay positive and see it all through love. All right, that is your challenge, Sagittarius. I hope that resonates with you. Thank you for still being here. I hope that you are safe and well wherever you are. And I will catch you on the flip side. Mahalo.